Okay, so you can take a seat or lie down, closing the eyes, opening the palms, and taking a few deep breaths. Relaxing into your body, into your experience. And today I want to, as everything is unwinding within you, just share a few words about the deeper truth that nothing that you have a problem with, nothing that hurts you, nothing that you would like to see fixed or changed is actually present at the level of your soul. It doesn't actually exist at the level of the soul. And then today somebody asked me, well, can I then just be the soul? And I said, yes. And then what started to happen is that the physicality of this person started to act in accordance with soul. So that's it. That is actually what is happening here. You're being reintroduced to yourself as a soul, and you're being empowered to live from your soul. And when you start to do that, you disrupt all of the patterns, all of the wiring, everything that you kept on looping and feeding your attention and your importance and trying to be better than it or changing it or healing it. It's all these things, they come from that place and space itself. They come from the personal. They come from the part that feels it's lacking. And instead, we just take a breath. And we remember that we are infinite beings and that nothing that resides at your body actually resides at the level of the being that you are. And nothing in life actually resides at the level of the being that you are. And that you can actually be an embodied soul. Just keep breathing and relaxing and seeing what opens up when we step into that. Because what if there is nothing to do about the past other than acknowledge it? What if there's nothing we have to do about our present moment other than to experience it? And what if in and through all of that, in every moment, our attention and our energy can go to this infinite part in us? And when you commit to that, and you commit to that with every breath and every moment, you start to land in a version of life at some point where you are just soul, soul in flesh. And you've always been soul in flesh. It's just that the misunderstandings inside of you start to unwind because they were held by a construct that is no longer needed. So being an embodied soul is simply inviting the truth of your soul into your body, inviting the truth of your soul into your mind, inviting the truth of your soul into your energy. It is that simple, and there are no requirements, and everything you experience is okay. Just keep breathing and relaxing. Committing to feeling this, committing to living this. And there is nothing more beautiful than to allow it, than to allow every word that is spoken to be an echo of soul. because it comes from the place and the space of that soul. Every gesture made coming from the soul. Every thought coming from soul, riding on the waves of soul. And everything in your system that you held from survival, past, identification, looping, patterns, unwinds itself to the very essence that it always was, which is also soul. So this is why people can say there is nothing but soul, there is nothing but light, there is nothing but love, and of course infinite potential, because there is so much more unmanifest than there is manifest. And the blessing is, in and of itself, to feel yourself as such. It feels warm, it feels tender, it feels melted. It feels lighthearted, sparkly and spacious. It's just amazing. And amazing is just the normal setting of soul. And then anything that happens in life and any experience that you get to have and any exchange that you have with people, it's just a bonus. It is just a bonus. So then you wake up as a soul in the morning instead of waking up thinking, yet another day of being me, blah. You wake up as soul. And then that's just your standard, that's your baseline. And from there, it's just additionals, additional gifts, additional blessings. Walking out of your door, either feeling the sun on your face and it's amazing, or the rain on your skin and it's amazing. Feeling, seeing, perceiving an emanation out of all that lives. That's life like the soul. And also, then you don't have to chase, you don't have to achieve, you don't have to push, you don't have to strive for things, you don't have to be liked or appreciated. You're just in the fullness of everything. And this allows you to feel fantastic. And this allows you to live life as it's presented to you. And this also allows you to receive absolutely every possibility that is out there for you, because nothing is blocking it. There's not this stubborn personality pushing it away, being stuck in the limitations as to why anything isn't possible or everything isn't possible, and look at this, and look at that, look at me, look at the world. No, there is no pushback in the embodied being. There's just an infinite receiving. And so really anything is possible from there. Everything can happen, nothing has to. And this is the freedom of life as your soul. And it's available for you now because you are a soul now. In fact, the soul exists only now, only in the now. And therefore you can always allow it in the now. So, just being aware of the human that you are, just being aware of whatever is happening in this moment, and simply accepting that, and simply allowing that to be complete and enough. Nothing is required there other than what is. And now, deciding to let the light, the love, the presence, the warmth into your experience. Humbly and lovingly recognizing that you will not block the very thing that you are. And then boom, in an awareness, in a breath, in a heartbeat, there it is. Feeling so warm, feeling so tender, feeling so beautiful inside that you can't even believe the beauty that you feel. And you can't even believe that all that beauty flows inside you, but it does. and it is who and what you are. And if this is where your attention goes today, then just imagine how you will live tomorrow. The only reason why we are struggling as a species is because we have kept on looping sameness, the same survival, the same story, the same trauma. So what if we commit to looping the soul? Just feeling into what your life will feel like and what you feel like right now when you let it. You are here to remember and repeat the feeling-based tonality of the truth of you. And that allows the whole construct that you're struggling with to just collapse. Because it was never real. It was only something that you kept on reinforcing by resisting, by being reactive, by what you consume. The only thing we consume now is our soul. Today, we recognize that the only thing that we will be consuming is our soul. Every bite we eat, we consume our soul. Everything we watch that our eyes see, we receive our soul. Every conversation that we have, we breathe out the soul, we breathe in the soul. That is our food. That is what we listen to. That is what we speak. That is what we start to recognize everywhere. And then before you know it, no matter where you look, it's there. You breathe, it's there. You wake up, it's there. You go to sleep, it's there. And every moment in between it is. Because in truth, it's always been there. We just have not allowed it to consciously come forth. And today that ends. Today we recognize the simplicity of all of it. Today we recognize that I can either get stuck in the illusion of myself, or I can take a breath and ask humbly and lovingly for the feeling-based tonality of my soul, of my being, of the truth of me, because no matter how you look at it, you are a speck of God. You are a sparkle in an ocean of energy, and you are a drop of warmth in a bath of creation. Just allowing your whole form to be filled with love, with light, with vibrancy, with cuteness. And allowing all of that to expand out of your form. Feeling it around you. Signaling out to all of creation that you are ready to receive in every way possible. Feeling the attraction with everything in creation. And you're starting to notice that in this law of attraction, as people were trying to manifest their mood boards, their dream houses, and I don't know what, you are not trying to manifest anything. You are being the soul, feeling like the soul, and seeing that that is the most attractive thing you could be, that infinitely attracts everything into your life. And it doesn't matter what form it takes, it is just another experience of soul knocking on your doorstep. And you are finally going to open the door and let it in. allowing that to expand out into your neighborhood, connected to the infinite on that level, expanding into your city, village, your country, your continent, the globe, and expand way beyond the globe on every layer, in every dimension. You are the very fabric that dwells in everything. And you are the very fabric that can translate every unmanifest potential into a lived one. And if that doesn't make you happy, I don't know what will. Taking a breath. And on the exhale, start moving down through the layers of the earth, spotting your continent, your country, city, village, street, neighborhood, your house, your room, your body, and letting all of that light, energy, movement move through your midline into the pelvis, and then through the pelvis into the earth. Anchoring yourself here. Not as a limited human being, but as an infinite soul that chose to be in a body and experience life. You are not a limited human being. You are an infinite soul that chose to be in a body and experience life. So let's live that, shall we? Can open your eyes, keeping the gaze soft, and slowly bringing our awareness all the way back. Yay. Thank you.